Well, a new UGC directive aimed at curbing caste discrimination on campuses has triggered a nationwide debate. The controversy is now spilling beyond campuses, prompting protests, political reactions, and even resignations. The matter has also reached the top court, with a PIL filed challenging the regulations, claiming they may violate principles of fairness and equality under the Constitution. Meanwhile, Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has said there will be no discrimination and no one can misuse the law. He defended the UGC's new equity regulations, insisting safeguards will prevent misuse. On the other hand, protests that have been reported in Delhi, Meerut, Hapur, Saharanpur, Alwar and Madhubani, these protesters who argue that regulations lack clear procedural safeguards, do not specify verification mechanisms for complainants and complaints, and may also allow misuse and can foster campus tensions.
मैं एक बात बहुत विनम्रता से आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं, किसी को उत्पीड़न होने नहीं दिया जाए, कोई भेदभाव नहीं होगा, कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के नाम पे किसी को भी मिसयूज करने का अधिकार नहीं रहेगा। इसमें यूजीसी हो, भारत सरकार हो या राज्य सरकार हो, इसकी दायित्व रहेगी। मैं आश्वस्त करता हूं, उसको जो व्यवस्था हुई है, भारत की कुछ भी व्यवस्था हो, संविधान की परिधि के अंदर होगा। और ये जो विषय आई है, ये तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की निगरानी में व्यवस्था है।
अब इसका अध्ययन करना चाहिए कि कितना सामाजिक न्याय हो रहा है। 45 सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटियां हैं, एसटी के 1 वाइस चांसलर है, इनकी नियुक्ति का अधिकार सरकार को है, एससी के 1 है और ओबीसी के 5 हैं, यानी कि 45 में से 7 जो हैं वाइस चांसलर एससी एसटी ओबीसी के, बाकी सब स्वर्ण जाति के। तो स्वर्ण जाति की संख्या क्या है और ये अनुपात क्या है, ये सामाजिक न्याय सरकार का। तो मैं मानता हूं कि ये एक ट्रैप है और इसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं। जैसा 2 अप्रैल 2018 के आंदोलन के बाद सरकार ने कहा था कि हम इसको मजबूत कर रहे हैं एससी एसटी एक्ट को, लेकिन आज भी अगर 7 साल से कम उम्र की सजा में एससी एसटी एक्ट लगाया तो पुलिस गिरफ्तारी नहीं करती। ये एक ट्रैप है, इनको चाहिए कि वो बैकलॉग पूरा करें।
ये पूरी तरीके से अपनी नाकामियों को छिपाने के लिए हिंदू मुसलमान किया योगी मोदी सरकार ने। अब यूजीसी के माध्यम से भाई भाई को बांटने का काम कर रहे हैं, बंटवारा कर रहे हैं। मैं समझता हूं कि निश्चित तौर से अब ये जाने वाले हैं, क्योंकि अब अपने आखिरी चरण पे आ गए। कांग्रेस ये नहीं होने देगी। कांग्रेस के लिए सब एकजुट हैं, पूरा देश हमारा एक साथ है और सब लोग एक साथ मिलकर भारत माता की जय बोलते हैं।
And let's now take you through details of what the new guidelines propose. Now, what this primarily means is this is about drawing regulations that define discrimination broadly and finer details to it. This will also include explicit acts, bias, structural disadvantage, and damage to dignity. Equal Opportunity Center and Equity Panel that will now be mandatory in every university, and the work of this Equal Opportunity Center would be to probe such cases and complaints. A committee will be formed, and these committees that are primarily to receive complaints, investigate and then recommend action against any such case if a person is found guilty. Equity squads that will be monitoring vulnerable campus spaces, and remember, the equity squad that must ensure equal representation when it comes to SC, ST, OBCs, women and those with disabilities. Equity ambassadors who will be present in hostels, libraries and departments to monitor the situation to see if any such cases of discrimination are happening, and a 24-hour helpline that will be there to connect directly with the cops. But why are these protests escalating? Remember, it's not just protests across various cities, but now even resignations have followed. And what are the misses in these guidelines that are being objectioned upon? Now, there are no provisions as far as malicious or false complaints are concerned, and this happens to be the biggest drawback, where people are now saying that a certain section is being targeted. And what about those who bring about false complaints? There is no mechanism for compensation, counseling or reputation repair. There is no guidance on handling academic or administrative disputes. The process itself is being said can become a punishment in a scenario that the person who's being touted guilty is actually not guilty. And the faculty under inquiry can also lose their credibility in such cases. In fact, the students who happen to be under supervision, under suspicion, can lose peer trust. And not just that, in the time that these temporary allegations are leveled against them, it can ruin their careers and most importantly, mental health. The guidelines ignore psychological impact that can come upon students while such an investigation is underway. Let me take this to my colleague Samarth Srivastava, who is joining us from Bareilly. He is live with us on the broadcast. Samarth, thank you for joining us, and also if you could take us through details of what the situation on the ground is like. The protests have been escalating. Now news of resignations that have also come. Is it getting under control? Because discussions have also been underway, not of a rollback, but if any amendments are possible.
See, the biggest news point from Bareilly is the resignation of City Magistrate Agnihotri, Alankar Agnihotri, and the resignation is being given on two major points. First is the rollback for the UGC. Number two is the result of Sanatan Dharm in the Magh Mela in Prayagraj. So these two major points have been put up by the City Magistrate, and some ironic visuals came out today at the DM office when City Magistrate himself, the man who has the responsibility for maintaining discipline in that particular office, himself was protesting 4 steps from the cabin of District Magistrate of Bareilly. So these ironic scenes came from there. The point being raised by him in the videos we have seen so far clearly is the rollback of UGC. He says that the general caste is going to face some bad times if this particular thing gets into existence. In colleges, the general caste, especially the Brahmins, will be facing the wrath from those particular OBC or SC/ST community. So that's the major point from him. He has even submitted his resignation. UP government has suspended him for doing some kind of, for giving these kind of statements against the government. An inquiry has also been set up against him. But his thoughts are very clear. When he spoke to Indian TV, he clearly said that a phone call to the DM where one officer was in a way insulting the Brahmin community in Uttar Pradesh has also made headlines even. So it's going to be worth seeing when he'll be stopped protesting about this particular thing. We saw in the evening he went to the DM office to meet the DM, but DM was not there due to his personal issues. So we are expecting him to meet DM tomorrow because he'll be asking the DM from whom that particular call came from Lucknow, and he just needs this answer and raising the issue of UGC rollback as well. Back to you.
All right, let me also take this to my colleague Anmol Bali joining us live from Delhi. Anmol, with regards to how the fire has been escalating on this particular issue, the government saying that there will be no misuse of these rules, but hard to say given how sensitive these issues can become. Now, what is the introspection happening on that front? And again, as I ask, are amendments possible?
Suesha, as you know, UGC's new equity regulations have now come out, and we are witnessing protests on the streets as well as on the social media, where we are clearly seeing that hashtag roll back UGC equity regulations. And we have also seen that today hundreds of students from the Delhi University and various other colleges of the national capital gathered outside the UGC headquarters. They were demanding the rollback, or either they are also demanding rectification in this new regulation, where they are saying that this is discriminatory against the upper caste and the general category students, because there are very provisions which have been omitted from the last provision of 2013. They are clearly saying that if someone makes any false complaints against a student for the caste slurs or discrimination, and now the guy who's found making false claims or the false complaint will not be acted against him. So this is what the general caste category and upper caste students are saying on this issue. We have also went to the JNU, DU, where we try to speak with the students from various categories and from the various classes. They clearly they were silent, but many students have come out and they are asking for the amplification in this. And the students are also said that in upcoming days they will be protesting, they will be hitting the streets like they have done today in national capital, in Lucknow, in Bareilly. Also we have seen a protest where students have come up in large number, especially in the Uttar Pradesh, and in Delhi also the Swan Sena, the Karni Sena and various other right-wing outfits have clearly said that they will be demonstrating against this new UGC regulations. But various other student outfits students like NSUI has welcomed this new regulation, but they have questioned about the representation. They have said that there should be a retired
Right.
Supreme Court justice in the committee. On the other hand, ISA, the left-leaning student organization, have also welcomed this new regulation, but they have questioned the implementation. So yeah, the student organizations are also commenting on it, and right-wing organizations are also commenting against the new regulation. Suesha.
Right, Anmol and Samarth, at the moment I want to thank you for getting us all those details as we keep a very close eye on this developing story and all that comes out.